Alright, hell yeah, this video is going to be a 2-for-1. One, we're surfing a hole, and so we hit, and we want to be on a diagonal, and then pry into that wave. And we're not able to do 2 rotations, so we're going to take a look at that. The other part of this video is when we exit and get kicked out. I have mentioned when my boat's facing like this, probably the fastest way into the eddy is to paddle it upstream and turn it in. So if we want to catch this eddy, I want to be on this side, paddling upstream, and I want to be on the upstream side as the boat's rotating that direction. I'm just on this side, and it's not that big of a deal because I take a couple paddle strokes. I still want to spin and rotate in the eddy, and then I just jump to the other side, which is the upstream side. So I know if I'm going to paddle on the downstream side and rotate into an eddy, just make sure to jump on the upstream side to seal the deal. And so that works equally effective. Alright, so hell yeah, let's take a look at these spins. So I'm going to enter this and be just primarily on this high side, and it's going to be fairly easy. But while it's hitting, I'm on the high side, and then I'm rotating the boat. So I'm doing all of that just because, hey, this is like the most stable position I can be in. Just on my strong side, in my sitting position, leaning up against the high side, and then taking a pry. And so those are all very intuitive to me. But once I do this rotation, it happens so fast that that we jump to, the boat hits right here. And so I know that I'm going to have to jump diagonal. And I know this boat's going to spin this way. And from this footage, I just realized that, man, my paddle already needs to be in the water. So this needs to be a 1-2. Like, as I jump to the diagonal, I need to get my water into that pile, doing something to help. Like jumping to the diagonal, what that does is it's basically jumping as far away from this pivot point. If this pivot point's right here, and I'm on the tip of the boat, like over here, this boat is just going to rotate but not travel downstream. And so the opposite is true if I do not jump to the diagonal. If I'm on this tube or anywhere near this hit, then it's going to really bite and then just carry me. And then so, especially if this hits right here, if I'm just right here, that is going to be normal, like kind of like in the normal direction to the face of that hit. But again, so if I'm as far away from that as possible, the boat will spin. But I just need to do it. I need to do 2 things. I need to jump to the diagonal and then get my paddle stroke in that water to get that boat to rotate. And sometimes there's no guarantee that that will rotate around. But, you know what I mean? It's just good to use everything in your wheelhouse to try to surf and stay on a wave. So, and hell yeah, like right here, I don't even have to consider this diagonal because this is the stickiest part of the wave. And when I go in for this, so we hit diagonal right here, and then I'm on, you know, my boat hits right here. I'm sitting on the diagonal, and I'm getting that boat to pry in, and then so we stick it. And hell yeah. And then that second spin happens so fast, I'm just, hey, I at least know that, you know what I mean, I'm spinning this way, this part's going to hit, I jump to that side. And so at least I'm getting that down. But just the next step is to get my paddle into the water and continue that spin. Alright, so that's about it. So thanks for joining me, and that's a video.